Yeah, I'm having kids now in my early 20s so I can really enjoy my 40s. Well, I'm gonna have my kids in my 30s so I can really enjoy my 20s. Is having kids not enjoyable?
Honestly, I think this is a really valid question because the messaging out there can be very confusing. But no, parenting is amazing. It's wonderful. If I were to name the top 100 moments of my life, they'd all probably be within the past 8 years of me being a father. But the problem is that's usually where the conversation ends, right? And new parents or people that want to be parents are fed this false narrative that parenting is only great. Parenting is hard. I haven't had a full night's sleep since 2014. I'm always covered in some sort of a fluid. They hit, they yell, they cry, they're mean. And because of all the toxic gendered expectations of marriage and motherhood in our society, most of the hardest aspects of being a parent ends up being pushed onto the mom. And then when women speak out about the hardships of basically having to be a single mother to both their children and their husband, they're shamed for it. And as a result, they keep quiet and you get toxic positivity culture. So it sounds like they're complaining, but really it's just them coming to terms with the false narrative that they've been fed from that toxic positivity that parenting is easy and that any complaining you do must mean you don't love your children. In the best of circumstances, parenting is extremely difficult. It's rewarding, but it's extremely difficult. And when you throw in an unsupportive partner and this feeling like if you are struggling, you're a failure, it can feel impossible. And I think it's really important that we have these conversations though. Right? So that one, we stop shaming people who choose not to have children. And two, so that people who choose to go through this experience of parenthood enter into it with realistic expectations, understanding that it's okay to struggle, understanding that it's okay to feel upset, understanding that every bad thing that happens with your kids is not a reflection on your own shortcomings. It does not mean you're a failure as a parent. Parenting is wonderful and it is terrible. And I personally am very happy that I am a parent, but it's not for everyone, and that's okay.